Welcome along to our auction tribe powered by Bamboo Auctions, an online platform, and I'm joined by founder Robin Rathore. And in this video we thought, Robin, that we might talk a little bit about the online auction platform from a buyer's point of view. We have another video for a seller's point of view, so do check that out. But from a buyer's perspective, landlords and property investors out there are always looking for a deal. And it may be that certain types of properties come onto the platform that could be purchased at a discount. So what sort of circumstances might surround that?
Well, there are a number of different uses that our auction house partners use the online auction platform for. And one of them is unsold lots. Auction houses might consolidate their unsold lots into the online auction platform. And of course, because they're unsold in the room, there might be an opportunity for a buyer to actually find a deal. It might be that if they look hard enough, they'll get a good bargain out of it. That's one of the uses. There are other ones where, for example, a seller who is particularly motivated, and because the sellers have flexibility over when they can sell, they might want to sell something next week. And if you happen to be a buyer doing your sort of due diligence and you're really on top of your game, you might come across that particular property, and because the seller is motivated, you might get a deal that way as well.
So what would you suggest would be the best way for buyers to get the most out of the platform? Because you can register for notifications, can't you? So that would be one way to kind of be notified of new additions.
That's right, yeah. So I think the best and the easiest thing to do for a buyer is to go onto our sites, bambooauctions.com, and to register on the platform, and you'll get notified anytime there's a property or decent properties that you should be aware of. We have a featured property mailing list where we send out to our buyer database particularly popular or particularly good properties that should be looked at. Alternatively, if you would like to place a bid on a property, there are levels of due diligence and security that, of course, that you have to go through because you are buying a property. One of which is every buyer must be anti-money laundering checked before they can place a bid. It's a very, very simple process. You're invited to do it once you've registered. So we would recommend that even though you've registered on the first stage for a notification, if you do in the future want to place a bid, go through that anti-money laundering check. It takes about 3 minutes online. It's an instantaneous result. It does leave a soft check on your credit report, but it shouldn't have any impact. But at least that way you're sort of prepared for when the good property comes along, you can place your bid and get involved in a quicker way.
I think what's so great about this is that people can sit in their armchair at home without having to go out to auction rooms and so on, and actually see a very wide range of offerings all over the UK. May be stuff that they hadn't perhaps considered before, that they could be exposed to via this channel, and really just to do it all from the comfort of their home.
Exactly, and that's one of the benefits of an online auction. For a buyer, you could be a buyer sitting in Hastings, and you might identify an absolute gem in Manchester, and of course you can take advantage without leaving your home, without going to an auction room, for example, which could potentially be quite expensive because you perhaps have to take a day off from work. You might have to then pay for the travel to get up to the auction. This is a convenient way of actually being able to identify and purchase those properties that you might not otherwise have had any exposure to.
Quite. And in terms of fees, if I was buying a property through the platform, what fees would I have to pay?
So there's a fixed fee. If a property is over £40,000, then the fee is £2,000 plus VAT. If the property is under £40,000, the fee is £1,000 plus VAT. It's a fixed fee. It's not a percentage. So you have the certainty of knowing that that is the price that you're having to pay in order to purchase that property.
And I think it's worth reiterating that all the properties that are listed are coming via local auction houses and have all their expertise and local knowledge behind them and so on.
Exactly, and that's one of the sort of USPs, if you like, of Bamboo Auctions, is that we work with local auction houses across the UK, and because of this, we sort of benefit from having that local expertise for each property. It's a great thing for the sellers, it's a great thing for buyers, because they know that they are in good hands from tried, tested, reputable companies in those particular areas.
Fantastic. And we really hope that Property Tribe's members will perhaps add this as another kind of tool in their deal sourcing toolbox, because they've got nothing to lose by registering for the notifications, and, you know, keep an eye out and something interesting might come up.
Exactly. Thanks very much.
Well, if you've got any questions, do pop them underneath the video, and Robin is going to be on hand to answer them.